Now I want that on daily basis, whatever it is being taught in the class, whatever it is being taught in the class, you should learn all the way on daily basis. That means hardly 2 or 3 pages, maximum 3 pages. Otherwise, mostly teachers are covering 2 pages of the book. So from that particular contents, you can learn on daily basis. And if you do this practice, you will be benefited all the way. Because when the complete chapter is all together combined, that time you are not able to learn anything out of that. So for that, now I want to see that how many students yesterday they have seen yesterday's video, and how many of you could learn something out of that. So first I will ask a very simple term, that is what is flora. What is flora? That will be given the answer by Pratyush Singh. Pratyush, you tell me, what do you understand by the term flora? How you can define flora? Yes. ये क्या अलार्म बजा दिया भाई प्रत्युष? What is this? Okay, Pratyush, you mute your mic. I'm Pratyush. What was that? ये कौन सा siren था भाई? That if you don't want to answer, no problem, but don't disturb like this. What was that? Okay, then.
Sir, flora means.
Okay, hold it. Aryan, you tell me what is flora. Pratyush, you mute your mic. There is some problem. Okay. Aryan, you tell me what is flora. Okay, that means you are not aware. Okay. Then Harsh Yadav, you tell me what is flora. Then Sachin, you tell me what is flora. This is the science term also that you must have read in science also. Flora and fauna.
Sir, can I try?
Hold it. Sachin Gujar. That means कोई पढ़ के नहीं आ रहा है. That except some students. Okay, Kuldeep, you tell me.
Sir, may I?
Sir, flora means plant vegetation.
It refers to plants. It refers to plant community.
And fauna, animal.
And fauna means it refers to animal life. Okay, very good. Flora comes first on earth, and fauna later on. Then flora, they can produce their food themselves, and fauna depend on others. This is quite 3 points difference between flora and fauna. Then, yes, very simple. Aditya, you tell me the definition of natural vegetation. What is the definition of natural vegetation? Aditya.
Sir, it refers to the term natural vegetation is referred to the community which has grown naturally without the help of human beings, that they grow it.
Very good. That means the vegetation which grows naturally without taking the help of human beings, or which is left untouched for long period. That is also known as virgin vegetation. So, Deepika, Deepika, you tell me, whatever you are seeing, any sort of vegetation around you or in your surrounding, that is natural vegetation or what? See, in front of your house, let it be any example. In front of your house, there is one sort of tree. What is that? That is natural vegetation or what?
Sir, tree is a natural vegetation.
So, tree is a natural vegetation. Okay, Aditya Sharma.
Land, soil, all that.
Hold it. Yes, Aditya Sharma, you tell me, whatever you are seeing in on your fields, ये खेतों में जो भी vegetation है, is it natural vegetation? Whatever we are growing crops in the fields, is it natural vegetation?
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir.
Why? Why no? You just told that no. Can you justify?
May I tell?
Yes.
May I tell?
Yes. Tell me.
So because the crops which are grown in fields, so they grow with the help of the human beings.
Very good. Means as per the definition, just now I told, and not I, just who has told Aditya, that vegetation which grows naturally without taking the help of human beings. That means whatever we are growing, that is not a natural vegetation. That is normal vegetation. So that should be very much clear. Whatever we are seeing, though in the forest and in the particular area which is unaccessible, जहां पर human beings नहीं पहुंच सकते हैं, that we can say it is natural vegetation which grows naturally without taking human being help. Is it clear? Then yes. Laksh, you tell me, what are the importance of forest? What are the importance of forest?
Sir, can I tell? Sir, can I tell?
नहीं, यही बताएगा, लक्ष्य बताएगा. Importance of forest or
Yes, sir.
trees. Yes sir means what? मैंने 3 बार तो नाम बोल दिया. लक्ष्य, you tell me, what are the importance of forest?
The forest gives us useful products.
Okay, for example,
Sir, wood.
okay,
Sir, many plants
Sir.
are used as medicine.
okay, medicinal
Rubber,
trees.
cotton, etc.
Forest. You cannot tell cotton. That is, we are getting from crops.
Okay, sir.
I'm talking about the forest.
Fruits,
Nut, fruits, medicinal products, then resin, gum, then that is the shelter of wildlife. Then we are getting oxygen from trees, furniture, wood we are getting. Then it is,
maintain ecosystem.
yes, ecosystem it is maintaining, it is regulating the climate. Then it is avoiding soil erosion, and this is providing scenic beauty. So many importance are there we are getting from the forest. But still, if we see or if we observe, these forests are being cut in a large scale by human beings, so that system is disturbed by human activities. So no doubt that may be for various reasons. Let it be any sort of development. Then we are demanding for cultivable land also, because that is also required once our population is keep increasing. So that is the requirement also. We need to grow more and more food crops. Then some sort of development, industrialization. So we need to make the industries also for population. for that purpose also it is being cut. Then for you can say mining activities also, because of mining activities also forests are being cut down in large scale. And for the making of pastures also, that forests are being cleared off. So because of that, there is some imbalance system is there. See, we studied in first chapter that our country is having the land area is 3.28 million square kilometer, which is constituting 2.4% of total world area.
World.
Yes, so as per that particular area covered in India, so for that we should have 33% forest cover to make the balance system in ecosystem. So ecosystem को maintain करने के लिए we should have 33% forest cover altogether on our that land, that is 3.28 million square kilometer. But right now we are having only 21.05% forest cover. That is quite less. Our requirement is 33%, whereas we are having right now that is 21.05%. So that can be one mark question. What is the requirement of forest cover in India and what is right now forest cover in India? So 33%, that is the requirement to make ecosystem in a balanced system, and right now we are having 21.05%. So now the question arises, what is ecosystem? So ecosystem, you know that in our immediate surrounding, all the living beings or you can say all the living things, these are interdependent or interconnected with each other. Let it be human beings, let it be animals, let it be plants, all the living creatures, all the living beings are interdependent on each other. So they are interdependent means plants are depending on human beings as well as animals also, and animals, they are even depending on plants and human beings, and even human beings are depending on both, that is plants and animals. So this is known as ecosystem. What is ecosystem? In a immediate environment, all the living thing or living beings are interdependent or interconnected to each other. वो एक दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंड रहते ही हैं. This is known as ecosystem. So as we just discussed that ecosystem that is disturbed by human beings. So ecosystem is being disturbed by human beings altogether. That we have discussed also. That may be for the greed of the people and that may be for the need of people. So, दोनों पॉइंट हो सकते हैं कि लोगों की जरूरत भी थी एंड इवन लोगों ने कुछ हद तक बेचने के लिए या उनकी ग्रीड भी थी, उनका लालच भी था. So that both the reasons that can be the major reason for disturbing the ecosystem or imbalance system in the ecology. So in that case, in the next you can say point, we will just discuss about the categorization of our natural vegetation. So before that, one point, one mark question is it is given. What is biomes? Biomes क्या होता है? A large area of ecosystem, in which distinct type of animals and plants are available. बहुत बड़ा एरिया जिसमें डिस्टिंक्ट टाइप मीन्स बहुत से अलग टाइप के पेड़ हों और उसमें एनिमल्स हो, दैट इज नोन एज बायोम्स. देन इन द फर्दर सेगमेंट द कैटेगराइजेशन ऑफ आवर नेचुरल वेजिटेशन. सो इन आवर कंट्री the natural vegetation that is categorized into 5 parts. This question is very, very important. Categorization of natural vegetation. First one is tropical evergreen forest. Second one is tropical deciduous forest. First one is tropical evergreen forest. Second one is tropical deciduous forest. Third one is tropical thorn
rainforest.
tropical thorn forest, or you can say desert vegetation.
Desert forest.
Yes, desert forest also. Fourth one is that is mountain forest, and fifth
And
one
last is full
fifth one is mangrove forest. So one by one we will discuss about all the five categories. Very important question. Yes, Deepika, you got any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, precipitations, can you tell again?
Yes. First one is tropical evergreen forest. Second one is tropical deciduous forest. Third one is tropical thorny forest. Fourth
No,
one
sir.
is, yes.
Sir, you yesterday covered a topic precipitation means. You can tell again.
See, Deepika, I sent one video. So if you can
Yes, sir.
listen that video, and again, if you got any doubt, then you can ask. Complete topic. If I
Sir, I
start,
had listened that question.
so in that any question, if you got doubt, then you can ask. Complete topic. If I start repeating, then one class will be over in that case. तो कुछ कोई डाउट है उसमें से that you can ask.
So that industries
Yes.
providing livelihood for many communities. So
पता नहीं क्या
precipitation means
क्या बोल रही है. Precipitation word. What is your doubt?
sir, precipitation means word in English.
Okay. That only precipitation. Very good. See, that precipitation, that is the form of water from the sky. Different form of the water coming from the sky is known as precipitation. And example is rainfall, snowfall, hail, storm, and even sleet. These are the four major forms of water that is coming from the sky. बारिश, then snowfall means जो बर्फ पड़ती है, उसके बाद ओले गिरते हैं, फिर एक particular situation होती है in that snowfall as well as rainfall. So that is known as sleet. So that all together, all the forms of water coming from the sky, that is known as precipitation. Okay, now, yes. Again, anything?
Okay, sir. No, sir.
Okay, then first very important categorization, that is tropical evergreen forest. So in this 1 mark questions will be asked, and even 3 and 5 mark questions that can be framed out of this particular segment. So first one is the tropical evergreen forest. So as by name we can see that tropical evergreen forest. So these type of evergreen forests are found in tropical areas, and these are almost green throughout the year. ये जो पेड़ होते हैं, these are having greenery throughout the year. That's why these forests are known as tropical evergreen forest. Another name of these tropical evergreen forest, that is rainforest. ये इसकी फीचर है. It is also known as rainforest. Then the area which receives more than 200 centimeter rainfall, so that area that are having tropical evergreen forest. That means the area which receives rainfall about 200 centimeter, that is annual rainfall, in that area we found tropical evergreen forest. Mostly these are found in the slopes of Western Ghats, both the island groups, and in some part of Assam and Tamil Nadu coastal areas. ये जो tropical evergreen forest है, जैसे मैंने बताया, maximum जो सबसे ज्यादा बारिश वाला एरिया है, and that rainfall is about 200 centimeter annual rainfall. So in that Western Ghat, then Assam, some part of Assam, some part of Tamil Nadu, then in the both the island, that is Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep, and in some part of other northeastern states. So the height of these trees in tropical evergreen forest, it may reach up to even 60 meters. That is quite more. 60 मीटर बहुत होता है. So 60 मीटर तक इसकी हाइट पहुंच जाती है इन पेड़ों की हाइट. Then these are the areas where these tropical evergreen forests are found. These are warm and we can say moist or that warm and wet. ये जो ज्यादातर एरिया होता है ये वार्म होते हैं और वो वेट होते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ रेनफॉल. इनके अंदर these evergreen forest, these tropical evergreen forests are so dense that many times we observe that sunlight is not reaching to the ground. ये इतने dense होते हैं, इतने ज्यादा इनमें पेड़ होते हैं, बड़े बड़े और छोटे छोटे mixed type of that you can say trees are there. So in because of that many times sunlight cannot penetrate these trees, and if we move around that evergreen forest, we will observe that is it day or even evening time. So in this lumbering is very difficult. These trees are these forests are so dense that lumbering is very difficult. Lumbering means simply we cannot cut these trees. Those who are expert, they can only cut these type of trees because these are quite lengthy. 60 meter की height तक पहुंच जाते हैं. Then many other like creepers and bushes are also there. उसमें इतने ज़्यादा bushes होती हैं, इतनी creepers होती हैं, तो इस टाइप के पेड़ होते हैं और उनमें जो बेल टाइप के होती हैं तो उनमें से पेड़ काटना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है. So all type of trees that shrubs and even creepers are making multi-layered you can say structure. नीचे से ऊपर तक इतनी बड़ी लेयर बन जाती है because of that lumbering is very difficult. Then इसमें और भी एक particular इसकी फीचर है कि these are hardly shading their leaves. ये जो evergreen forest के जो पेड़ होते हैं वो बहुत कम पत्ते झाड़ते हैं, और if at all they are shading their leaves, there is no fixed time for shading their leaves. ये बहुत important feature है. ये बहुत बार एक नंबर में पूछी जाती है कि इसके पत्ते जो इनके evergreen forest के जो पत्ते होते हैं पेड़ों के, वो या तो पत्ते झड़ते नहीं है, और in case वो झड़ते भी हैं तो there is no fixed time, वो अलग अलग टाइम में पत्ते झड़ते हैं. इसलिए these forests are almost evergreen throughout the year. इसीलिए कि पर्टिकुलर स्पीसीज जो हैं वो एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम में पत्ते झाड़ते हैं, तो बाकी जो स्पीसीज होती हैं वो पत्ते नहीं झाड़ते हैं. तो इन दैट केस जो कुछ पत्ते झड़ भी जाते हैं तो these are not visible. इसलिए ये जो ट्रीज हैं ये हमेशा हरे भरे रहते हैं. That's why that name is tropical evergreen forest. अब इसमें एग्जांपल्स कौन कौन से? दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो. इसमें एग्जांपल पूछे ही जाते हैं. इसमें एग्जांपल्स हैं इबोनी, देन सिंकोना, मोहोगानी, देन रबर, देन रोजवुड. दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रीज एग्जांपल फॉर ट्रॉपिकल एवरग्रीन फॉरेस्ट. क्या क्या है? इबोनी, मोहोगानी, रोजवुड, रबर, सिंकोना. ये इसके एग्जांपल्स है. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट दैट यू कैन से फॉर 1 mark. Then comes the common animals. What are the different animals found in tropical evergreen forest? So in that we can say that elephant, monkeys, lemur, deer, and one-horned rhinoceros. These are the different animals found in tropical evergreen forest. Other than that, many type of birds are also available in this different type of tropical evergreen forest. So this is all about tropical evergreen forest. So many features are there कि ये कौन कौन से एरियाज में पाए जाते हैं, क्या रेनफॉल है, what is the other name of this, that is rain forest, then even what is the height of the trees in this and these trees are or these forests are so dense that lumbering is very difficult and even sunlight cannot penetrate these trees. Then examples and the areas where we can find these type of tropical evergreen forest. Then comes second one, tropical deciduous forest. Yes, Kuldeep.
सर एक बार वापस से बताना.
The features of tropical evergreen forest. First one is that these are the forest we find in the areas where rainfall receives more than 200 centimeter annual rainfall. Its another name is, it is also, this tropical evergreen forest are also known as rainforest. The length of the trees in this tropical evergreen forest reaches up to maximum 60 meters. These forests are so dense that lumbering, the cutting of trees, that is very difficult, and even these are creating multi-layer structure. इसमें trees भी होते हैं, then उसमें shrubs भी होती हैं, झाड़ियाँ भी होती हैं, then even creepers भी होती हैं. So these are making multi-layer structure, and with that we can say that sunlight is not penetrating that these trees. Then other than that, in this there is no fixed time for shedding the leaves of the trees. कोई भी fixed time नहीं है इन trees के पत्ते झड़ने के लिए. And if at all, and many times we will see that these trees are not even shedding the leaves. बहुत बार तो ये इतनी बारिश होती है कि इनके पत्ते झड़ते नहीं है. If at all they are shedding their leaves, then there is no fixed time that shedded at different time. अलग अलग टाइम पे अलग अलग जो पेड़ होते हैं, like ebony, mahogany, rubber, cinchona and rosewood. These are the different examples. अगर ebony पत्ते झाड़ता है तो बाकी सारी species हैं वो पत्ते नहीं झाड़ती हैं. Because of that, these are almost evergreen throughout the year. फिर इसमें animals and birds हैं, इनके बारे में बता सकते हो. Okay. So the next one is tropical deciduous forest. Deciduous forest, इसका जो नाम जो है deciduous का meaning ये है कि the trees, these trees are shedding their leaves in a particular dry season or in a particular season for 6 to 8 weeks at a time. ये main difference है कि जो tropical deciduous जो forest है, these are shedding their leaves in a particular season, dry season, for 6 to 8 weeks at a time. ये सारे के सारे पेड़ एक साथ गंजे हो जाते हैं. That's why it's that name is deciduous. Deciduous का अगर डिक्शनरी में नाम देखोगे, then you will find that shedding the leaves at a time. इसका मतलब यही है. So the area which receive rainfall between 70 to 200 centimeter annual rainfall. This is another important point. The area which receives the rainfall between 70 to 200 centimeter annual rainfall. Then these are also known as monsoon forest. In tropical deciduous forest है, इनका नाम monsoon forest भी है. So by the time is also going to be over. So in the next session, don't go anywhere. You should connect all the way. So I am sending that link again. You have to rejoin. In that we will discuss deciduous forest. Okay, then you can leave by the time and join as soon as possible. Okay. So I was discussing about tropical deciduous forest. So its another name is monsoon forest, and the area which receives rainfall between 70 to 200 centimeter annual rainfall, that area is having tropical deciduous forest. And these are widespread in India. These are widespread in India means in most of the part of our country we find tropical deciduous forest. So these tropical deciduous forest, these are categorized into two categories. Further, these are divided into two categories: moist type of deciduous forest and wet type of dry type of deciduous forest. इनको दो कैटेगरी में डिवाइड किया गया है. फर्स्ट वन इज मॉइस्ट और वेट deciduous forest and second one is dry deciduous forest. So on which basis? Moist type of deciduous forest are receiving the rainfall between 100 to 200 centimeter rainfall. जो moist और wet type of deciduous forest है उनके अंदर कितनी rainfall है? Between 100 to 200. And in the dry type of deciduous, that is from 70 to 100. 70 to 100 जो कम rainfall है, that is coming under dry deciduous forest, and from 100 to 200 centimeter rainfall, that is coming under tropical moist type of deciduous forest. This is only difference. Many trees are common in both of that moist and dry type of deciduous forest. So in that we can say that areas of wet or moist type of deciduous forest are northeastern states, then foothills of Himalayas, then Jharkhand, West Odisha, then Chhattisgarh, and some eastern slope of Western Ghat. So Western Ghat का eastern slope है. In these areas we find moist type of deciduous forest. Then in that example of trees we can give that bamboos, sal, then sesame, then sandalwood, kusum, arjun, and mulberry. These are the example of moist type of deciduous forest. And in that another category, that is dry type of deciduous forest, in that we can say that rainfall is we are receiving between 70 to 100 centimeter annual rainfall, between 70 to 100. And trees are, example of trees are, that is teak, sal, sesame, peepal, neem. These are the different example of dry type of tropical deciduous forest. And even in this animals and birds, different type of wildlife, we can say that lions, tigers, pig, deer, and elephant. So these are the different animals found in these tropical deciduous forest. Then comes third category, that is thorn forest and scrubs. Third category is thorn forest. Thorn forest, that is also very important category of our natural vegetation. So thorn forest, the areas which receives rainfall less than 70 centimeter annual rainfall, means the areas which receives rainfall less than 70 centimeter annual rainfall, and these are consisting thorny trees and bushes. इसमें thorny trees क्या होते हैं? कांटेदार जो पेड़ होते हैं, like कीकर, बबूल, cactus, palm trees. These are the different example of this thorny forest. This type of vegetation that is found in northwestern part of our country, mostly in Rajasthan का जो desert area है, in that we can find these type of thorny bushes. Other than that, in some state like MP, some part of MP, Haryana, and even Chhattisgarh, and even UP also. So these are the different states where we can find this thorny bushes or tropical thorny that vegetation. Then what are the different categories of these trees? Example, as I said, different type of cactus, then palm trees, and acacia, then kikar, babool. These are the different example of the tropical thorn forest. Then what are the special category? What are the special features of these trees? How these trees are surviving in quite hot in this desert area. So these trees are having long roots which are just absorbing moisture from deep of the earth, that land part. इनकी जड़ें बहुत लंबी होती हैं which are just absorbing that moisture नीचे से जो भी है वो उनको absorb करके that is giving to that particular tree. Then the stem of these trees are having special feature to accumulate moistures in that stem. जो इसका तना होता है, इन पेड़ों का जो तना होता है, स्टेम होता है, that is accumulating the water or moisture which is received by the roots of that tree. And later on in during that particular dry season, that is supplying to the branches of that tree. वो पानी ज्यादा गर्मी होती है, then that is supplying to the branches. Then these trees are having very small and thicky leaves. ये जो trees होते हैं इनमें छोटे छोटे पत्ते होते हैं और वो बहुत ज्यादा गहरे होते हैं. So in that case what happen? Evaporation is quite less. जो गर्मी होती है उसमें evaporation जो होता है वो बहुत ही कम होता है. Because of that these trees are surviving all the way in dry season also. जो गर्मी का सीजन होता है in that also these are surviving. Okay, then इनके एग्जाम्पल के बाद में वाइल्ड लाइफ की बात करें तो that wildlife is different type of rats, rabbits, fox, then wolf, tiger, lion, wild ass, horses and camels. These are the different wild animals and even different other animals found in desert forest. So these are the three categories, very, very important categories that you should learn and even frame the questions. What are the features of tropical evergreen forest? What are the features of tropical deciduous forest? What are the features of thorny forest? So these are the three important questions. You can write these three questions in your notebook. This is your homework also. And even you will learn tomorrow. I will ask some questions in the, not tomorrow, in the next class. So before starting that class, I will ask whatever I taught in the previous class. So now time is almost over. Read properly, go through that video. Yesterday I sent that video and today also I will send this video. So you should read and learn everything. Okay. Then Om and Kuldeep, you can send me the attendance. Okay, bye for the day. Thank you very much.